It is Wednesday, February 5th, and from WBHM News, I'm Richard Banks with today's headlines. Governor Kay Ivey officially kicks off the state's new legislative session with her State of the State address last night. Before a joint session of the Alabama House and Senate, Ivey declared public safety to be her number one priority in the new session. The governor said she would support a ban on Glock switches and would expand on a multi-agency crime-fighting effort in Montgomery. Ivey also praised Alabama students for their gains on national tests in math and reading. Alabama fourth graders have risen to 34th in reading and 32nd in math among the states. The governor said she would throw her support behind a number of education-related initiatives, including a ban on cell phone use in public schools and require social media training for students. A pilot program to support Birmingham's chronically unhoused appears to be getting off the ground. Called Home for All, the city began working on the project more than a year ago. The initiative will use a company named Pallet Shelter to provide 8 by 8 foot lockable sleeping units that include a heating and cooling system. Yesterday, Birmingham announced that Faith Chapel Care Center in Birmingham will receive roughly $1.2 million to operate a site with about 15 micro-shelters. California-based Urban Alchemy will receive $1.5 million for operating up to 2 sites for a combined 30 to 60 shelters. The pilot program is expected to last about 1 year. All of the sites with micro-shelters will offer other services such as counseling and recovery programs. And Alabama's 2 Democratic U.S. representatives are introducing a bill that would designate a federal holiday for Rosa Parks. Terry Sewell, who represents portions of the Birmingham Metro and the Alabama Black Belt, will be joined by Shamari Figures in a ceremony this morning. Figures is the state's newest U.S. congressperson who represents portions of central and south Alabama from Montgomery to Mobile. The legislation would designate December 1st as a federal holiday commemorating the historic arrest of Parks in Montgomery. Parks' refusal to comply with segregation laws in 1955 led to the Montgomery bus boycott, an event that is often credited with starting the modern civil rights movement. You'll find more news anytime at WBHM.org. You can also hear our local newscast during WBHM's broadcast of NPR's Morning Edition and the afternoon's All Things Considered. That's each weekday on 90.3 WBHM Birmingham.